What's up, everybody? Your boy Melvin here for another classic review, and today I'm reviewing another episode from the Haunted Hour from season 3, episode 4, The Weeping Woman. I mentioned this before from my last review on Scary Mary. Now we'll talk about this, and yeah, we're talking about it. But yeah, before we begin, did you hit the bell? If so, have you ever seen La Llorona? Never stare at her, or she'll drag you under the water and drown you, and you'll never come back again. So let's begin, shall we? So, The Weeping Woman aired October 27th of 2012, which was, wow, closely, like, 4 days before Halloween. Cool. And this is another one on folklore of La Llorona. Correction, urban legend and folklore. But yeah, this is getting quite interesting, actually. Let's check it out, shall we? So, the episode begins with a Mexican boy named Chai or Chi? I want that short for, but he's staying over his friends, named Dan, staying at his friend Danny's house. But Danny's mom has been bitter, depressed, and on hospital lately because of her husband's constant traveling, which, of course, things get worse when her negative feelings bring to life a spiritable one known in Hispanic urban legends as La Llorona. If we all know the famed folklore, most of the people in the Latin areas like Mexico, Puerto Rico, Central America, they know the story of La Llorona. She was a beautiful woman in a village. She fell in love with a wealthy rancher, had kids until he left her for another attractive woman. So in revenge, she kills their children until she realized what she did. She tried to kill her. She killed herself, but unfortunately, that's consequence. She must roam the river for a long time in search for her children. But as the story goes, La Llorona lured children to their death by singing an eerie song, if I recall correctly, and drowns them in the river as replacements of her children. I can't remember, but I think it's similar to that. Of course, when Danny shows Chi his room, there's like a bunch of antiques everywhere. That's when he noticed the statue of La Llorona right there. And then he asks if the statue is worth something. Like, really? Of course, at the dinner table, which we meet Danny's sister, who's into dinosaurs. No kidding. Of course, her mother scolds her for telling her to eat her food and don't slurp. You know, like when you're slurping spaghetti? Like, that? Yeah, like that. Of course, she's still feeling depressed because of her husband's travelings, and that adds energy to La Llorona as it grows more stronger and capable of going to the mortal realm. As for Chi, he was reading a book. He also knows the statue looking straight at him, so he turns the statue around, puts some headphones on, and immediately went to sleep. Then he had weird dreams, like the sink started dripping water. Oh boy, things get weird. Very weird. But yeah. It continues until he wakes up. The statue's right back where it was. Right? And staring right in front of him. Creepy, ain't it? But yeah. The next day, they're in the pond fishing, which, of course, well, let's just say they teaches him how to fish, which also is boring because they have to wait until he catches a bite. Meanwhile, Danny's little sister is walking around the side of the river, the pond. Well, they're fishing, the magic caught fish, but fortunately, it escaped. and went back in the pond. And somehow, Hannah fell into the rip pond, which both of them raced to help her, which of course she's soaking wet. They returned back in her house, which, of course, yeah, that's what happened. She fell, of course, told her to dry herself up. Then we meet Danny's mom's neighbor, Mrs. Nilsson, I think. I don't remember the name of the neighbor that invited her to a women's night. I can't remember her name. But yeah. So they go out one night. Wait, I forgot to mention that she sees Danny's mom like cutting out photos of her husband out of family photos, which of course I feel more of depression and rage. Back to what they were doing. They're in the living room. Look like they were prepared to eat something. That's when they know strange things happen. Like the refrigerator is covered in some type of seaweed, like type of water sludge. Which turned out La Llorona is inside the house. And the first one it managed to get its spell on, it's Hannah. I'm not joking. Then she locks Chi in the bathroom, flooding it, and managed to grab Danny as well. Which, when he looks in the window, he sees Danny and Hannah along with La Llorona, and about to drag them into the pond. Soon, Chi tries to tell him to wake him up, but if you recall, Chi he doesn't know how to swim, so yeah. He doesn't know how to swim. So he managed to conquer his fear, jumps in the pond to help them, which of course La Llorona, he tried to tell La Llorona that they are not their children, without even looking at her. Because if you look straight at her, she'll hypnotize you and you're screwed. Big time. So she managed to let the trance go, which both of them managed to regain consciousness. He explains everything until La Llorona pops out of the pond again, which freaks him out, and they start running back in the house. They lock the house, mask the barricade. They hear somebody walking in after they're behind. Guess who it was? Danny's dad, coming back from his job. Soon we see Danny's mom arriving from after a nightclub. Sees her husband. He tells him he won't be no longer traveling a lot, which makes her happy. And things went back to normal. It's like they had like a garage sale, like selling all the antiques and everything. She tells Danny that everything will be okay. Of course, when she's about to go back to his mom, he sees the statue of La Llorona and he gets in quickly. Which we see the statue crying a tear. And that was the Weeping Woman. And tell you the truth, whoa. When it comes to folklore like that, damn. That's strong stuff, I tell you what. I heard many stories about La Llorona. You got many stories. You got one from Mexico, Central America, South America, Puerto Rico. I don't know what other country does that, but yeah. To tell you the truth, I think it was a good episode because La Llorona has to be a famous ghost story. Like, it's right there with the famous folklore and urban legends right there. But yeah, let me know what you think of the episode of La Llorona, the Weeping Woman. Sorry. The funny part, that's the translation for La Llorona, Weeping Woman. But yeah, let me know what you think of the episode. Did you see it for there? Did you like it? If so, tell me in the comments down below. What's your favorite scene? And if you are from the Latin community, give a like to the video. That'll be awesome. And oh boy, Monday 31st, you're in for a big treat. I'll tell you what. Until then, have a great night, everybody. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, hit the bell, like the video. I'll see you next time. Peace.